All right, what is going on, people? Welcome to another installment of Tony's Takes. Doing this indoors once again because it is literally like 2.5 feet of snow outside. Okay, maybe not 2.5, but it's a lot of snow. But yo, Monday, bro. Why does news always happen on Monday these days? It's absolutely ridiculous, right? So the news just came out right now, as you see in the headline, that Google Stadia will no longer be producing original games. They've shut down, I believe it's both of their internal gaming studios, which means Jade Raymond, right, who was heading those, gone. 150 employees gone. And, I hate to say this, but I told you so. I remember when we first covered Stadia like a year and a half ago, as soon as we heard about it, as soon as we heard who was in charge, specifically Phil Harrison, we were like, this thing's not going to last long. And it didn't. It's like, here's the thing. Stadia is still there as an entity. You can still, use it. It's going to be just third-party games now. But we called this from day one, man. It was doomed to failure. The main thing against Stadia is this. And by the way, before I even go on, right, I brought a couple of things here just to show that I'm not a shit talker, right? I have played Stadia. I have access to it. I no longer subscribe to it anymore, but I still have it, right? Right here is the Founders Pack, right? I believe it says it. Yeah, look at this right here. One place for all the ways we play. All right, bro. Keep talking that stuff, But, yeah, here's the thing. I've reviewed, and you know what? I'm even going to plug myself. I'm going to drop links to all my stuff down below, right? I've reviewed every major game streaming platform out there. Stadia, Luna, Project X Cloud, GeForce Now, Shadow. I reviewed all these. Stadia is the worst. The worst. And their main problem is the fact that you need to buy games individually. Why are we doing that? Here's the thing. It's not like, because some people say, oh, but you do that with Steam. Yes, but those games are in your system and they're yours, right? Same thing with GOG or any of these places. Those games are yours, right? And you're playing them locally. So you're paying $60 for a streamed game where everybody else is offering you a subscription where you could just play whatever mini games they have available, right? Shadow's a little bit different because you're actually accessing your game. Same thing with GeForce Now, but it's the same basic thing, right? You pay a monthly subscription, you get access to a ton of games anywhere. Fantastic, right? Stadia doesn't really offer. They offer some games, right? But mostly you have to buy them, piecemeal, one at a time. Like that's ridiculous, And the thing about Stadia is the actual service itself is not a bad service, right? When it comes to lag and all that other stuff, input and all that shit, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Even the interface itself is very clean, very sleek and all that. Nothing wrong with that. It's the pricing model that's going to ultimately kill this thing, And the thing is, let's just be real here. Google never really commits to stuff. They'll put something out there and just let it die. Remember Google Plus? Remember that shit? Gone. There's a bunch of other stuff you could claim. So there's that. But the biggest thing that let me know that this was going to be a failure, I'm sorry, Phil Harrison. Phil Harrison. This guy, and I'm going to give a shout out to Danny Pena right now. He rightly called him the Grim Reaper of gaming. Everything this man's been involved with, everything has been a failure, right? He was involved with Sega at the end, I believe. He was there for the PS3, the launch of the PS3. We know how that went. He was there for the launch of the Xbox One. We saw how that went. He was there for the relaunch of Atari. That didn't go anywhere. And then now this Stadia. This man, he is, I'm pretty sure there is a story out there in like mythology, but he's like the anti-Midas, right? Midas, he touches everything, turns to gold. Even though that never turned out well for Midas. But, the point is like everything he touches turns to gold, right? Phil Harrison is the opposite of that. He touches something and it turns to ash, right? So it's like, why is this man still getting jobs? It's like he keeps failing himself upward. It's absolutely ridiculous. But Stadia, here's the thing. I think as things stand now, I don't think it's going to last long, right? If they want to survive, they seriously need to change their entire approach. Basically, make it all subscription, the subscription service, make it competitive, like $10 a month or something, and you give access to a ton of games from third parties, and you'll be good to go. Because, again, the service itself is not bad. It's just, in terms of how you actually play your games, it's perfectly fine, right? And controller's legit. It's a great controller, right? They have everything in place. It's just the pricing model needs to change, specifically the whole buying games one at a time thing. That needs to go. So if they fix that, it has a chance to rebound. Because this is Google. Google got money like that. It's just Google hasn't exactly shown commitment like that. So pretty interesting stuff. How to do a Tony's take on this. Because again, it's one of those cases where like, told you so, man. Like you could go back to whatever episode of Throwdown was back in 2019, right, when this happened. We saw this coming. As soon as we saw our boy Phil, I was about to say Phil Spencer. As soon as we saw our boy Phil Harrison was involved, it was like, pause, you know. Anyway, that's gonna do it, man. I want to really hear your comments in the comment section. See what you have to say. Hey, yo, by the way, John Christ, if you're watching this video, bro, I really need to hear. By the way, John Christ is one of our fans. He is the biggest fan of Google Stadia. He's been a strong supporter, so I definitely got to hear my man's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna do it for me, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this Tony's Take. Comment, subscribe, all that other stuff. I got to remember to do that for YouTube. It's like, hit like, but I'm only going to tell you that after you've seen the video, because like I can't be telling you that up front. Like, hit the like and subscribe. You don't know me, you know, but if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and watch out for more goodness here from Throwdown. Once again, I was Tony, and I'll see you next time. Later.